Good afternoon, everybody. This is Reverend Sam from Amazing Love Sanctuary, and I'm here for Positive Being Here and Now, and the Reverend Samuel Lopez page. A word from Reverend Samuel Lopez. So I'm here to talk. It's been a while. I just have gotten so busy doing so much stuff, and I've just totally lost track. I really fully intend on being here more often, being on this page and more often. And I'm thinking of actually kind of changing things up a little bit. Maybe it'll inspire me to get on there. But don't forget, we have the Facebook pages on Positive Being Here and Now, a word from Reverend Sam Lopez. And then we also have, I have a YouTube channel. So make sure you get on there and watch it, share it, subscribe to it, and join in. So anyway, I got a couple things that I want to talk about. I want to get into the LOVE-ology, but I want to talk about something that's just really pressing in my heart and mind. I've noticed on my Facebook page, a lot of the people that I connect with, pastors, faith leaders, people that have a voice in the faith community, Christians and evangelicals and all the other ones. But some of the people that I really resonated with, or that I talk to or communicate with a lot, or that I rely on, but a lot of people are just saying, okay, for the next 30 days, I'm out. I'm off. I'm not going to be a part of this. And I think there's something flawed with that thinking, something very flawed with that thinking. If there was ever a time that we needed your voice, a voice, it's now. Does it mean I'm going to agree with everything that everybody posts? Nope, I'm not. Does it mean that I'm going to embrace everything that somebody posts? No, I'm not. Does it mean you're going to change my mind? Probably not. And I'm not trying to change your mind either. But this is a time when we need voices. We need faith leaders to step up and not run and hide, not abandon the ship, but to step up and say, okay, here's my voice. Is it because you want to get on here and you don't want to be confronted with the fact that people are supporting one candidate over another? We're probably, if you're watching me, you probably already know, if you know me well enough, who I'm voting for. But it doesn't mean I've rejected and don't care about the people that are my friends and colleagues. We need your voice. You might be telling people to vote for somebody else. That's okay. We need your voice. But here's an idea. Rather than proceed, rather than run, rather than hide, step up, be a voice of love, be a voice of peace, be a voice that takes us above the anger, the frustration, be a voice that brings healing into the moment. And so it doesn't mean you can't share those political values and things that are meaningful to you. Maybe you have a valid and a real point. That's okay. That's okay. But there's a couple things you can do. Make sure it's the truth. Make sure that it has a purpose. And make sure it takes us someplace. So if you're posting it because you're angry, don't post it. You're in control of this media. I'm not afraid of it. People have gotten angry with me. People have jumped on a thread and just picked each other apart. And I always get on, and if you've been around me for a while, I always get on and say, hey, let's learn how to love each other. Let's learn how to embrace each other. That's where we need to be. So to my pastor friends, to my faith leader friends, don't run. Don't run. We need your voice. We need people in the midst of this. And I'm not saying it's just because we need people who are bringing some sanity into this place, people that are speaking truth to power into this place, people that are bringing love and peace and grace into this place. That's what this is for. So you can run from it, you can get angry about it, you can hide from it, but I think that's the wrong direction to go. I want to encourage you to be a part of it. Be a part of it. Learn how to be in control of this. So for my pastor friends and people out there that are saying, I'm out for the month, we're going to miss you. I miss your voice. I miss your place. Be in this. So maybe somebody is not voting like you're going to vote. That's okay. Maybe somebody doesn't like the things that you post. That's okay. So it's caused me to, I'm not going to run from this. I'm not going to hide. I haven't felt any temptation to say, I'm going to close off everything and shut myself down. Find me on this other media. This is where I'm at. And I know that there are others on here that I love and trust and have confidence in. And you can make a difference in people's lives. It's not about how you vote. It's learning how to share love, share peace, share grace. So I wanted to start off with 1 Corinthians 13, and we'll move on from there. Love is kind and patient, never jealous, boastful, proud, or rude. Love isn't selfish or quick-tempered. It doesn't keep a record of wrongs that others do. Love rejoices in the truth, but not in evil. Love is always supportive, loyal, hopeful, and trusting. Love never fails. It doesn't get any simpler than that. Love never fails. Everything else is going to fail. Everything else is going to fall short. Everything else is going to disappoint. But the one thing that doesn't is love. So I there's a couple things that just kind of came to my mind as I'm developing this, and I want to talk more and more about love and remind us that love is alive. Love is part of living a life that's divine love is part of living a life that gets us fully engaged in people and the world around us and finds a way to bring healing into the situation. Love never fails. Love never runs out of answers. And I don't know where you're at in this, but I'm really believing with all of my heart that love can change things. Love can change people's lives. I have a simple message, a simple theology. Love, acceptance, and forgiveness. Doesn't change. It doesn't fail me. It might be simplistic. It might be simplistic, and it might be idealistic. It might be noble in thinking, but I'm going to stick with love. I'm going to stick with love. And when I think about love, I think about Jesus, this itinerant rabbi. And he picked the people he picked to walk with him, the people he picked to journey with him were just typical people, just regular people like you and me. They weren't even the brightest of the bright. They weren't the smartest of the smart. They were just typical people. Some of them were unschooled. Some of them were just plain ordinary. Fishermen, business people, blind people, loose women, ripoffs, vagrants, thieves, liars, cheats. Just like you and me. Just like you and me. Those are the people that followed Jesus. People that didn't have it all together, just like you and me. People who failed miserably in life, just like you and me. People who made classic mistakes, just like you and me. People who blow up, get angry, don't want to forgive, just like you and me. People who reach up, get to a point and say, I'm out, just like you and me. I found this with people that have discovered all right, now we're back on. I think what I found from people who experience religion is one thing. People who experience faith are another thing. And one of the things I found about people who experience just being followers of Jesus, they're intense. They're intense people. They're intense about love. Their commitment to love and acceptance and grace is intense. Their commitment to having this intimate friendship with Jesus is very different than a person who has this commitment to religion. So now, I love religion. I love all religions. I love the study of different religions and faiths and journeys. I love the search for God and the desire for God. I love that. It brings us all together. I love wisdom that I gain from all religions, and I love that. And what I find is people who become intensely intimate with the divine. They move forward in a way that changes lives. People can see their love. People can experience their love. People can taste their love. There's something about them that says, I love you, and you know it, and they mean it. Everything in their life, everything in their words, everything in their heart screams, I love you and accept you just the way you are. There's one thing about spirituality that is different. Spirituality that separates us and makes us feel like we're better than everybody else or more holy than everybody else is self-righteousness. Spirituality that's real lets us be real with everybody around us. Nothing fake. One of the things as a pastor, when I do a funeral, somebody will say to me oftentimes, that guy never said one bad thing about anybody. And I've met a few people. I've known a few people. I've done their funerals. And you know what? They never said a bad thing about anybody. They just loved people. They loved God. That's what we can all endeavor and strive to be and to do. And so Jesus challenges us in my faith journey to be real about life, to be real about faith, to be real in the struggle, to know more. We could leave a lot behind, but one of the things that we should leave behind is all the comparisons we make to other people or to each other. All the trappings of pretending to be religious, all the trappings of pretending to have it together. Jesus had a simple message. It's not enough to look like you love God, That's what the Pharisees, the religious people of his day, they just looked like they loved God because they followed all the rules. They followed all the rules. But how much did they love people? If you love God, if your heart and your mind and your soul are filled with the love of God and the love for the divine, it will show in your ability to love people. How well are you loved? How well do you love? So those of you that know me, we have a wedding business, and it pretty much supports our ministry here at Amazing Love Sanctuary. And I've said this before, that no matter what I'm going through, no matter how bad the day is, there is something powerful and beautiful when I stand in front of that young couple, old couple, middle-aged couple, whatever, and they declare and promise and proclaim their love for each other. And it's this beautiful moment. I love it. I love it. I get excited about it. My whole day is changed when I watch two people who love each other and care about each other. My whole day is changed when I see two people who begin this journey of learning how to love each other and care for each other. And it's life-changing. And I see it sometimes lately about four or five times a week. What I've noticed, though, is that love is real. And that's the beauty of it. Have you ever tried to, on your phone, most of us have a smartphone, and we got a smartphone here, and you start typing in a message, and you type the word love. And mine, every time I type the word love, it changes it, autocorrects it to the word live, or vice versa. Live autocorrects to love. Let's look at that as a reminder. A reminder that love has to be lived. Love isn't just a word. It has to be lived. Fully loving and fully living are synonymous. And our lives are unique and different because we choose to live that way. So that's my word to you today. Let's learn to live and love. Love and live. Live and love. Love and live. It's the same. Can't do one without the other. My vision, my heart, and my calling is to bring to you this unique message of learning how to love. Love the divine, love one another, practicing divine love, practicing it, doing it, even when it's hard, practicing doing divine love. So that's my challenge for you today, and I hope it touches your heart. I'm thinking of changing the name of this page. I put a word from Reverend Sam or Reverend Sam Lopez or something. I'm toying with some ideas of living grace, living love, something like that. I don't know. If you have any thoughts about it, shoot me a message, but let us know. So we're here for you. We care about you, and that's what I want to share with you today. My care for you, my love for you, and how beautiful it is, and how much I want to be there for you. And I know there's a lot of us on here that are here for you always. So if you need to email me, you can email me at our, let's see here, where's our email? There it is. There we go. I'll put it on there. Email us at amazinglovesanctuary@gmail.com. Shoot me an email. If you have a prayer request, something you need an answer for, something to think about, we want to be here for you. So practicing divine love doesn't mean you're perfect. It means you're working on it. It means you're trying. When I was growing up as a kid, I started playing the saxophone when I was really young. And one of the guys that I played next to became a famous jazz saxophonist. And I played next to him from the time I was 8 years old until high school. And this guy became a famous jazz saxophone player, travels all over the world. And you know what the difference was? He practiced every day. I reached a point where I thought that's as good as I'm going to get, and I stopped practicing. I even got rid of my saxophone. And my wife was one day like, "How come you can't be like him? Just go get one and start playing." It takes a lot of practice. Same thing with living love. It takes a lot of practice. So start practicing. Practice divine love. So let me close with my forever love commitment. Brothers and sisters, I want you to know that I'm committed to you. You will never knowingly suffer at my hands. I will never say anything knowingly to hurt you. I will always, in every circumstance, seek to help you and support you. If you're down and I can lift you up, I will do that. Anything I have that you need, I will share it with you. And if need be, I will give it to you. No matter what I find out about you, no matter what happens in the future, either good or bad, my commitment to you will never change. And there's nothing you can do about it. I love you. That's what that means. I hope you have a great day, great evening. I'm sure there'll be other messages on here, and I hope I touch something in your life. But I'll close kind of with go back to the very beginning to my pastor friends, my faith leader friends. Don't leave. Stay. We need your voice. Have a great evening. God bless. This is Reverend Sam Lopez from Amazing Love Sanctuary. Bye.